One of the country's top drag performers from Milwaukee is back in the national spotlight as a host of season 4 of the HBO series We're Here. The show's mission is to spread love and connection through the art of drag across America. I had the chance to talk with Jada Essence Hall about the show that's being praised as one to save lives.
I just want people to see that there are people who are out in the world like this and they're not alone. My sister Sasha, she said, is on the show. If you watch the first episode, she said the heroes that you're looking for are right here in the community already. And what we do on the show, I don't think we're going to turn anybody to leaders or heroes in the community, but more so just going in those spaces and being like, hey, you are a leader if you did not know that. And by myself going into those spaces and doing that, I've learned that like, anyone can be a leader. All it takes is for you to just sometimes step up a little bit, be a little bit brave, and just understand and know that we can all make impact and make change.
Yeah, people will also recognize you from winning season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race and then going back for All Stars. What does it mean for you to represent Milwaukee on all of these national platforms?
Oh my God, I feel like there's like this. I say this all the time. There's not really a pressure to from my city to like be great or to be anything, but I do know that my city has given so much to me. I'm like, I think about even some of the bad moments that I've had in the city. I just think about so many moments that I've had in my life in Milwaukee and how Milwaukee has like changed and turned me into the person that I am today. Like even my drag career before I made Drag Race, the city made me feel like I was already a superstar. So everywhere that I go, I represent my city. I'm proud of the place that I'm from. And it's so funny because a show like We're Here, you find these people who live in these small communities, and like even for myself, Milwaukee, there's a lot of change that can happen in the community, and there's a need for leaders in our community. But you go out to these spaces and you see these people and you see that they can make anything happen, and they love the communities that they're from, and they want to fight for those spaces. And I'm like, even doing that this summer, I'm like, it makes me even more proud to be from Milwaukee. It makes me want to stand up for my community even more.
As We're Here, pride is here for good. So why should people watch?
Oh my God. I think people should watch the show because the show is about stories. And I think it's when some people will see it, and it is very much about a queer experience. But the show overall is just a lot about storytelling. It's you see my daughter Malika, and when you see her and you hear her story, which is so complex, and there will be pieces of her story that you will find yourself in. So I think anybody should watch the show. And I think that even though some people are also, they might be afraid of seeing a show full of drag queens or might be afraid of who they might see on the show. And I think the main thing to take away from this is that when you do watch the show, you're seeing people for who they really are. A lot of people see drag queens or they haven't met any trans people and they have these ideas about who they think these people are. When you watch the show, you're getting firsthand experiences from people who are living these lifestyles, and you see that they're just like you, and hopefully it like creates change, not just within the queer community, but like in communities all around the world.
Yeah, we're all more alike than different. I've come
Absolutely.
to realize. We're Here, by the way, airs weekly on Friday nights on HBO and Max. Jada Essence Hall, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Anytime.